A re-emerged blog entry from Meghan Markle's currently old site. The TIG uncovers her actual sentiments about regal princesses before she met Sovereign Harry, and they're not completely complimenting. The section from 2014, which was composed by Meghan during her experience on Suits, uncovered that she longed for being an illustrious radical instead of a Cinderella as a youngster. She considered the impressive formality and vast discussions about the wedding of Princess Kate. This is in spite of her rehashed claims that she had next to no consciousness of the imperial family prior to meeting ruler Harry, who wrote in his journal spare that Meghan knew barely anything about his family members and had never to such an extent as researched them. Young ladies' fantasy about being princesses, Meghan wrote in the post prior to demanding I most definitely, was about Shirole, Princess of Force. For those of you new to the 80s animation reference, Shirole is the twin sister of He-Man and a blade-using illustrious revolutionary known for strength. We're certainly not discussing Cinderella here. She proceeded by taking note of that numerous grown-up ladies appeared to carry on their life as a youngster dream of turning into a princess prior to making a somewhat searing gesture to the public interest and interest encompassing William and Kate's 2011 pre-marriage ceremony. Developed ladies appear to hold this youth dream, she composed. Simply take a gander at the impressive fanfare encompassing the imperial wedding and perpetual discussion about Princess Kate. Meghan's re-emerged 2014 blog entry about the royals raises doubt about once more her many cases about having close to no information about the government or senior individuals from the illustrious family prior to meeting Harry in 2016. Harry visited Toronto May the Principal till the 3rd 2016 for gatherings for the Invictus Games. He met State Leader Trudeau with whom he went to a match. He did a walkabout and he held a gathering for the send-off of the Invictus Games to be held the next year. This would have been a significant story in Canadian news, and especially in neighbourhood Toronto news. Meghan lived in Toronto at that point. She'd probably seen Harry in the news inclusion. Likewise, a companion, Ben Mulroney, went to the gathering occasion. Could that not have been a fascinating subject of discussion to have with Meghan next time he and Jessica saw her? Presently there's a valid justification to think that perhaps Meghan met Harry during this visit in May. Yet, in the event that she didn't and the romantic tale is precisely as they tell it, meeting it without precedent for July in London, most likely she would have some information about Harry following the visit to Toronto in May and the news inclusion. In the meantime, Sovereign William was supposedly passed on gobsmacked by ruler Harry's choice to partake in his journal the story behind the famous Nazi ensemble the Duke of Sussex wore at an extravagant dress party. Page 20. Australian Regal observer Daniela Elsa accepts one reason why the ruler of Grains was supposedly especially stunned to see Harry describing in his top-rated diary, in the background, about the Nazi outfit adventure tracing all the way back to Halloween 2005 may have to do with Kate, the Princess of Ribs. In a remark piece for the New Zealand Messenger, MS, likewise composed, while Harry and Meghan have both described the princess as somewhat of an unfeeling person who neglected to administer embraces or offer lip gloss with proper energy. Their association in the Nazi uniform caper isn't simply uncomplimentary, however really destructive. This detailed inclusion with Harry's choice to wear an inconceivably hostile ensemble addresses a substantially more significant accusation than all the terrible press and analysis Kate might have gotten throughout the long term.